So now Yamal was gonna want to prove with no man. Mbappe, yes, Mbappe has been there. I've just arrived, but I can overshadow this guy. I can do better, and he's got a backup. If you're Yamal and you have a player there in mid, you likes of, you know who they in mid, or Rodri.
Hello and welcome to Betfred's Disky Preview Show. We're here obviously every week to give you the latest when it comes to upcoming fixtures, our predictions, and also our insights on some of South Africa, and the world's biggest football matches. As you know, at the moment, it's Copa America and Euro season, and we're here to talk about the last four of the Euros. I'm joined here by one and only analyst, the one man who can teach you Disky, akufundise, and is volunteering like Betfred to make sure that now you get what you need, your daily, weekly dose of Utisha with Disky. Utisha, how are you?
All is well, Mr. Mo.
Last week, Bengeko,
Mr. O. What you guys doing your predictions thing? Buga Mo.
Bo injured, bo shy bench.
Yeah, I'm back, man. Being shy bench, substitutes. Yeah. Came in, you and Mr. E did your thing.
Yeah.
I'm tooling your back. It's Buga love. Anyway, I'm back. Utisha is back to teach y'all some more.
Yeah. So man just in this week says ukuthi vele last 4 year Euro we just want to comment e1 nje ngeCOSAFA Cup before siqala kahle ngama Euro.
COSAFA Cup.
Yeah, one comment.
Unpredictable. Unpredictable. I came here including COSAFA Cup. I was like, COSAFA Cup is a very low scoring tournament.
Yeah.
Final, Baba, 5-0.
What 5-0?
5-0.
Yeah.
And a City red card. The goals in before the red card.
Yeah.
So congrats to Angola. They did well.
Yeah.
Congrats, in fact, to the last four.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't expect the last four to be there. Personally, I didn't expect.
Yeah.
I mean, your favorites is South Africa, your Zambia, your Zimbabwe didn't do so well.
Gone.
But how unfortunate. I think, I think its structure or the way it's set up. I mean, imagine Ibafana playing 3 games, not losing a single game, but not qualifying for the next round. How cool is that? How cool is that?
Before you get carried away, the episode is for COSAFA. We're here to talk about the Euros, so stay tuned as we break it down. 4 teams left, 2 matches to go, taking place midweek. Hey, don't go anywhere. You're watching Disky Preview Show.
And if you're liking the show, please press the like button. But most importantly, if you haven't subscribed, please do that immediately.
Rasmus Højlund, thunderous. It's an absolute net buster.
It's a big conversation we're having today, and we're talking about the first semi-final. This is Spain versus France. I know many of you thought it would be Germany versus Portugal. Some of you thought it would be Portugal versus Spain. Some of you thought it would be Germany versus... you understand? There was a lot of combinations that could have happened, but those 2 quarterfinals were big. So manje, Utisha, I just want to know from your side. I was doing my prediction last week. You had other things in mind. Who were you expecting to be playing in the semi-final between Spain, Germany, Portugal, and France?
More. Let's go according to my script, more. As I told, Spain is taking this. I'm still standing by that. And for Spain to take this Euros, they need to beat every team they come across, and they're doing exactly that.
So let me ask you a very key question. Now, you're not worried about the fact that both France and
Spain
both France and Spain had to go to extra time to actually get a result out of their respective semi-finals?
Not worried at all. I expected Spain to go to extra time. I mean, they were facing Germany, one of the favorites. Home ground advantage. Fans were there all out shouting for Germany. And we must say, German football has improved. I mean, those young boys, Musiala and the likes, they did fairly well. Spain, I told you, Spain comes to the tournament with an upper hand. I mean, the top squad. These young guys, Abu Yamal, they came in to show. I mean, you're man of the match. Last game, he did exceptionally well. As for France should be worried. Yeah, more when you're a Portugal fan. Yes, you expected Portugal to beat France. No, not according to prediction, but you thought Portugal was going to go all the way. For France to go to extra time against Portugal and fail to score a goal, that's a worry. And just a reminder, if France has many own goals, they haven't been scoring much. Now they come against Spain. Spain is going to murder them.
So now let me take you back to before we talk about the actual prediction for this match. I'm looking at a Spanish side that has been scoring a lot of goals. Do you not think that these players, because of youth, I mean, we've seen it in tournaments before, where a young team comes in, like Germany 2014. 2014 they won it. 2010, Germany 2010, when they first came in with Toni Kroos, Thomas Müller, Khedira, Mesut Ozil. All those players were still young at that time, and they were coming into a squad that had a young goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer, Miroslav Klose was one of the senior players in that team. In the World Cup, they blew teams away. Go 5-0, 3-0, 4-0. Then they got to the pivotal game. I believe it was against Spain where they got knocked out. Do you not look at that 2010 class of Germany and say maybe the youth in the Spanish side is going to be a problem when they get to a big game like the semi-final against Germany?
Look, what I like is the combination. It's perfectly balanced. As much as we're talking about the young stars, about Pedri and about Yamal, you still have experience there about Morata.
Yeah.
So what that does, you were speaking about Germany earlier on. When Germany was dominating 2010, 2014, they bring in the youth that was joined or combined with the experience.
Yes.
Abo close. By the way,
Yes.
speaking of experience, Abo close. Müller, do you ever remember which year was Müller considered a youngster?
In 2010.
It's considered a youngster.
2010
I've
World
known
Cup
Müller
was
to-
considered a youngster. He was
I've
even
known
given the
Müller-
Young Player of the Year
I've
award
known
for
Müller
that
to
tournament.
Müller. I even
Yeah.
forget his age. But then back to this thing. With Spain, you're having these young boys. I told you, what's going to make East Spain flourish or do well in this tournament? The players, the achievements, the players. Your Real Madrid players, after taking Champions League, look what they're doing now. Your youngsters, your Mal, everyone was talking about them. Look what they're doing now. Then you fuse that.
Yeah.
You fuse that. This is exactly what you get. Spain coming against France is going to be an easier game.
So your prediction for this one?
My prediction.
Yeah.
For Spain to take it, they need to beat every team they come across. And they're going to do exactly that against France.
So you're telling me that Spain's going to beat a France that has Ousmane Dembele, Antoine Griezmann, Kylian Mbappe, that has a midfield with Kante. You're telling me that Spain is going to beat that Germany?
Isn't that same France?
I mean, that France.
Isn't that the same France that drew 0-0 against Portugal?
But Portugal is a different team.
Spain is also a different team, and Spain is way better than Portugal.
At the moment.
I think to be fair, Mo. I think to be fair, if France comes in with this thing of Wuti, they were the World Cup finalist.
Yes.
So everyone still has that.
Yeah.
They went all the way to the final. So everyone is expecting France to take the Euros. But it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game. I think what happens now when you mention the likes of Griezmann, about Dembele, for me personally, I think it's just the name there.
Zukselika Mokpel.
It's the name. Griezmann, he had his fair share. He's done it all.
But you can't
He's
say
done it all. He's had his fair share.
You can't say the
Now-
same thing about Mbappe because he just got a contract now with Real Madrid. Does that not mean he's on the rise?
Now, that's what happens now. It becomes what? It's a team sport.
Yeah.
He's just an individual.
So you don't think Mbappe can go into this game and just transform into the Mbappe we know? Bear in mind, he plays his club football with Ousmane Dembele. They can just wake up this game and then show Spain flames.
Look, you know what's so exciting about this game when you mention Mbappe? Remember in the World Cup, in the final, when Argentina was playing France, it was what? It was Messi versus Mbappe. We know the heroics, what happened there. Score, I score. What you do, I can do better. Coming to this game, the same thing's going to happen. But you know with who now? It's still Mbappe, but with Yamal now. Remember, Mbappe just signed for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Yamal is a star for Barcelona.
Yeah.
Here comes the driver again. Barcelona versus Real Madrid.
El Clasico.
El Clasico again. Barcelona versus Real Madrid.
Yeah.
So now Yamal was going to want to prove, which no, man. Mbappe, yes, Mbappe has been there. I've just arrived. But I can overshadow this guy. I
Yeah.
can do better. And he's got a backup. If you're Yamal and you have a player there
Yeah.
in mid, you likes of, you know
Yeah.
who, there in mid, or Rodri.
Yeah.
If you got Rodri as backup, what more do you need?
Do you not think that the position style football and the counter-attacking football is going to clash in this game? Because if you think about how France has got into the stage, they have tried to play on the counter, and most teams have tried to keep it tight. You understand? And the one thing about Spain is that they want to play through their midfield, and in the midfield this time you have N'Golo Kante in there. Do you not think N'Golo Kante is going to dominate Rodri? Do you not think Rodri has a problem?
Never.
But don't forget.
Yes, N'Golo Kante, one of the best.
Yeah.
If not
the time
one of the best, but his time.
No, but
Mo.
when
Mo,
Kante
his
was
time.
when Kante was at Chelsea, where was Rodri?
Yeah?
When Kante was at Chelsea, where was Rodri?
You remind me, who was Rodri?
Rodri was at Man City. What was he doing against
Who was
Chelsea?
the coach? Who was the coach?
What does he do against Chelsea?
Who was the coach?
Okay, I'll let it
Who was the coach?
I don't
Look, Ukante, taken away from Kante, in fact, you can never buy experience. He's a great guy. Quite a man, that road in front has that influence now of Pep. When more you came in and you spoke about the Euros, I remember we said Euros need that Pep influence. Rodri comes in with that Pep influence. It's like saying now, if Portugal was knocked out by France, that Portugal had who's captain for Portugal?
Cristiano
Ronaldo. So everyone thinking Portugal can go the way. Cristiano was the brand of Portugal. I remember one guy asking if you had to name one of the soccer players for Portugal or name the president, which would be easier? And everyone was like,
Cristiano Ronaldo.
A player, Cristiano
The man has underwear.
But man, it's past his time. It's past his time. That's why I always say these players must know when to retire.
Okay.
They must know when to retire. I think Ronaldo should have not came into this tournament. Yes, experience is going to count.
Yeah.
Quite a man, he was not going to count. What has Ronaldo done?
All right, before you get into that, because now you're making it personal, I just want to say this. Do you think that Ronaldo should have been left out or left into the squad for this tournament? If he was left in, would they have went further? That's the question.
When Portugal took the Euros, that's the edition before last.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Was Ronaldo playing?
He was on the bench for the final.
No, was he playing?
For the final.
Was he playing?
He was on the bench for
You
the
know why
final.
Portugal won?
Why?
He wasn't playing. He was on the bench. He was on the bench.
It's just starting to feel very personal.
It's not personal, Mo. I mean, sometimes we need to be realistic. Taking nothing away from Ronaldo, he has his time. I think now, I've always said now, it's time to see new players. It's time for Ronaldo. I wouldn't even put Messi in this conversation because it mustn't be about Ronaldo and Messi. Quite a Ronaldo,
Messi's in the semi-finals
Ronaldo,
that
Messi.
side.
Yeah, it's one of a topic for another day. Prove good to Messi's better than Ronaldo.
But Messi has to go play Canada in the semi-finals. It's not the same.
Portugal, who did Portugal meet? Before France, who did they meet?
Who did they play before France?
Okay. You don't know because it's not a big nation.
Was it not
Moving
Romania?
that along. They played against those teams, but it wasn't easy for them.
Oh, no. Netherlands was Romania.
It wasn't be a
fine.
big nation. It wasn't be a big nation.
If we don't kill it now, we won't get to the next prediction. So what is your prediction? Just quick, fast, in a hurry. Who are you going with between France and Spain?
Spain, more.
Say it with your chest.
If Spain doesn't score an own goal, France won't score. If Spain doesn't score an own goal, France won't score.
Let's leave it right there. Stay tuned for the next semi-final. Obviously, that one is also a big one. England, will they bring it home? That's the question we're asking today. Right, if you're just joining the conversation, you've missed out on a heated debate about the first semi-final, which is Spain versus France. Utisha had his words, I had my words. It was heated. If you want to see that, make sure to click on the previous chapter. You're watching the Diski preview show. My name is Mo, this is Utisha with Diski, and we are finally talking about the second semi-final. Now, this is a big one. It's England taking on Netherlands. The team that's never won it versus the team that has never won a trophy internationally since the year 1966, famously. And every time they advance in the tournament, the conversation is they're bringing it home. Now, the question is, between the Dutch, without the Flying Dutchman, and the English, without the Englishmen, of course they have Englishmen, who's going to take it? I have a teacher with this kid to break down the conversation with me. And don't forget, if you want to say anything, comment section is all yours. We're about to have this heated debate. So if you are watching on YouTube home, volume up. If you're watching on your phone, volume up. And we want you to participate by going into the comment section below. It is Kulume, let's teta. This is an African perspective on European football. So, Tisha, because I know with this one, you have a lot of comments. You have a lot of comments about one team in particular.
which is
England.
No, but I mean England coming to this game. Yes, as expected. I expected England to be in the semi-finals for many reasons. But can they take it? Go back to the previous episodes. You'll get my answer from there. England come to this game having beaten Switzerland. My penalty. Before then, again,
This guy, guys.
you need more than 90 minutes.
So what's the shame in winning via penalties? Didn't France do the same thing against Portugal?
My worry is, if you check the road to the semi-finals, England has had it easy. They were supposed to have had it easy, but they struggled. They were supposed to have had it easy, but they've been struggling. So my worry now is when the competition gets tougher, Now they're facing Netherlands and they have Spain. Spain is waiting for them in the final. Yes, they haven't played. Ghana is waiting for them in the final.
Before you become overconfident, let's talk about this situation, right? Because the one thing about the France and Netherlands, they're in the semi-finals of this competition, but they come from the same group. Now, one thing that I want to bring to your attention here is that Netherlands played Austria in the third match. Ne? And I was watching that match. I've told people that Netherlands is going to go out and win this competition.
Wait,
remember?
you said Austria.
Listen,
Okay.
I said the final will be Austria and Netherlands. Austria's knocked out. That was my bad. And I also said that without actually checking the path to the trophy. Now I've checked the path to the trophy. And then I realized something. Austria beat Netherlands. Ne? Netherlands equalized. And then within the next 5 minutes or the next minute, Austria scored the winning goal. And then I looked at these three teams, Austria, France, and Netherlands. France, top of the group. Austria, second in the group. Netherlands, third in the group. Now, Netherlands then finishes as the best third place side to qualify for the next round. Now, you look at France. If the Netherlands had beaten Austria, they would have qualified and had to play the journey that France has played, which is Belgium, Portugal, and now Spain before the finals. Ronald Koeman's men have played Romania. Is it Romania, Turkey?
They just beat Turkey in the
Romania
quarterfinals.
Yeah, Romania, Turkey, right? That's the two games they've played. Now they're going to face England. Do you not think that Ronald Koeman looked at that, journey to the final and thought about it and said, you know what, gents, let's so that we can finish third best of everyone, so we can play the easy side instead of having to go through Belgium, Portugal, and Spain.
Never.
But
There's no easy sides. My argument has always been.
You don't think that's tactical?
There are no more. There are no more. Not tactical at all. There are no more underdogs. There are no more. Anything can happen now. Anything can happen.
Here's my point.
Yeah.
Here's my point. Netherlands have not played more than 90 minutes so far in this tournament. They've played 90 minutes only. Spain, England, and France, who are all in the semi-finals, they've all played extra time. And they have the same days of recovery.
I forget about this.
You don't think that's tactical,
Aye,
Chief?
Baba. These players are well trained, Baba. They know the journey. They know what's happening. The only reason you go to extra time is because you fail to score the goals. Those guys are they're doing the job.
That's what I'm
They're doing
saying.
the job.
Do you not think
so
that
now what happens? I guess the teams that they're facing.
Yeah.
Now when it gets Pella for them more, you cannot say they actually scripted. Things can happen. As much as when you script when you want to finish number 3 so that you can face who, they also probably be thinking the same thing and it might not work out. So you know what I'm saying to you? Knock out the best team, then you know what your path is clear. What Spain did, knocking out the best in Germany. Baba, they've cleared their path. They've played the part. You know what happened is I've watched, especially also if you look at ECOSAFA or you look at things like about Champions League, especially ECAF. Yabona lama team lawa abancingisile. This is your best number 3. You're in. Those are teams that go out there to better, but not because they're playing. It just so happens. But mind, there are teams who need it more. If you watch the game in Netherlands playing Turkey, yes, they won. They had a great second half. I mean, they were losing. Turkey was leading. People thought Turkey would make it through, and they came back. What I mind you, when you meet stronger, well-experienced teams, it's going to be a different ball game. For them, they're lucky. Obviously, they're facing England. So maybe, but you might be onto something. We see how it was a strategic good they want to face England. But you know what the trouble is? Do you know where the danger is?
Where is the danger, my friend?
The danger is that you're going to meet teams like Spain.
Okay.
They'll be waiting for you. So you come to them and you say, they are tired because they've played.
So do you not think that, because don't forget, this is the human body. Now, it's Monday today. Spain is playing tomorrow. And then after that, Netherlands is playing the day after. England have played extra time. Now they're playing Netherlands. Do you not think that if they start the same 11, they'll play 45 minutes, yes, they'll play good 45 minutes. Second half, those legs will be dead. Then you start getting injuries. This one is injured, that one is injured. These guys have played the maximum amount of minutes available to them for 2 games in a row with 3 days of recovery and also training for the next opponent. England right now have played over 240 minutes of football. 240 minutes of football with their best team, with their starting 11. Bear in mind, with their starting 11, with your number 1 goalkeeper playing 240 minutes, with your number one centre back pairing playing 240 minutes, with your number one midfield playing 240 minutes, do you not think that 90 minutes plus 90 minutes that Netherlands have played gives them an advantage in this game?
No, never. Mo ukhulele kahle mfethu. You budlala kahle mfethu. Mfethu siyakwazi ukudlala top 8 in one day. Your top 8 is your 3 matches in one day.
But are those matches 120 minutes each?
We're talking
2 hours of football.
We're talking 3 games in one day. But it's top 4 or something. It's top 4. You're playing 290 minutes in one day. Those players, and remember day one, you know what's nice about playing so many minutes in a short space of time. You have an opportunity to fix your mistakes. You have the opportunity to fix your mistakes.
What mistakes has England fixed, in your opinion?
England.
What mistakes has England fixed?
They haven't fixed anything. The only mistake England must fix is the coach. That's the mistake they must fix, is the coach. Otherwise, they haven't fixed anything. It's the coach. That's why when you're sitting here and you're telling me, Guti, they've been using the same guys. So that's why things haven't been working out. There's one problem that they must fix.
Because here's my analysis of that game, and you'll tell me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Netherlands will go into this game with the same setup they've had.
Mm-hmm.
They will play defensively, back 3 like they've always done. They'll play the 3-2 in the midfield. They'll put a 3 there and a 2 up front, and then they'll let the game play. So it'll be 3-2-3, 3-2-3-2. I need with Memphis Depay and what's this boy's name, Gakpo.
Mm-hmm. Liverpool guy. You know Gakpo.
And then don't forget they have De Vrij, they have Van Dijk. On the other side they have Nathan Ake. Solid. I need a move. Midfield, they'll probably play with a double pivot. I don't know those guys, but they're good. And they'll play with whatever they need for the first half of the game. Second half, they will go Wijnaldum, they will go Gravenberch, they'll go Frimpong. You understand? At that time, it's a matter of now we must make these boys run. It's time to run now. Because one thing I saw when I looked at the Austria game versus the game they played previously against Turkey was that for some reason, defensively, Netherlands defense, classic defending, the art of defending. If you watch that game, if you've never played the position of a centre back, go watch Netherlands versus Turkey. You see that game, art of defending. When I grew up and I was playing centre back, the coach belit lahla lototi. Translation: throw away this trash. And if you look at classic footballers that we used to watch growing up, above Ferdinand, Vidic,
mention Lucas
Radebe, why must this thing drop in the... Yeah, sus. If the ball drops in the box and we're in the box, why am I okay, and that's what Netherlands did against Turkey in the last 30 minutes of the game.
Find more.
But that's the thing what I'm saying.
Find.
So that's what's going to do to England. If they score a goal early, I'm telling you, the art of defending. People is on boxini, but back to Pickford. Pickford is always back to Pickford. So hear me out. Do you not think that from that perspective, England doesn't stand a chance? Because right now England doesn't know how to build up to a goal. There's no method for England's goals. You don't know what is on getting a cross. You don't know if it's on getting a play into the box. Right now, whatever will do, basically. And they don't have a strategy building up. The same way Pep has a strategy, half like second half of the field, third half you have to know, do whatever you want. England doesn't have that. So do you not think that England are coming against a team that defensively, chief, good tight lape move. And not defensively, it's not defense in structure, it's defense moglaha. Do you not think that that's how England go home from this tournament?
No, England in final. England is going to final. England is going to the final to play Spain. England, in fact, I tell you, England, they have all the players. They have all the players. I can name all the players to destroy all that you have told me. When it comes to England, if you can have, in fact, if you can have Stones on his best, you have Foden on his best, you have Bellingham on his best, and you have Kane on his best. I've mentioned a straight line from defend, mid, strike.
It's by.
If you have those guys on the space, they can destroy any defensive format that you have. So now it's a matter of a coach. I think a coach, man, Pep, where are you, Pep? If we Pep, man, use these guys, ganji. That can be done. England is just missing umuntu. Do this, and listen. And you know what's nice about our teams that find in England? like this. When you're speaking about the part of Netherlands, which maybe they chose this path so that they play teams like this, none. I think England, they have been in the shell. They've been stuck in the shell. If England was to be knocked out by Netherlands right now in the semi-finals, they'll take nothing home.
What do you mean
They'll take nothing home. They failed with the squad that they had.
That they have.
Or had for this tournament. And then you lose out in the semi-finals. England has the squad to go all the way.
So, but if England struggled against the last two opponents they met, and those opponents are not at Netherlands level, do you not think there's an easy draw for Netherlands?
Like you said, I'm going to weigh much more. You were telling me when it comes to these games, it's the way they've planned around these games. Take it slow. Yes, we can go to 90 minutes, but take it slow. Don't go all out. Avoid an injury because we know we're having tougher opponents.
I know you're enjoying the action, but I had to stop you just to remind you to like, drop us a comment and subscribe. It doesn't cost you a dime, but you know what it does for us? It helps the channel grow. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to drop a like, and leave your comments below. Let's get back to the action. I feel it's about to get spicy. But Netherlands is more rested. If I was coaching Netherlands in this game, Benzo Kalama 8-3.
I can't rest more.
I'm telling you.
When it comes to the tournament,
if I was the coach of Netherlands, first half, Benzo Fring Pong, Niti midfield 3, Kichimayo blind. Second half.
And you know, these two teams are so identical. England has that same
What
thing.
do you mean?
These two teams are so identical.
How?
All those players you've named, I can name you squads to England that can even match.
Ronaldo.
That's your thing, your Netherlands squad.
So you're saying Stones, Van Dijk.
Stones, Van Dijk. If can
I just say something deep right now? Can I just say something deep? England are in the semi-final because somebody who plays for Manchester City told Pickford where Akanji was going to shoot. That's the only reason why they're here. If someone didn't tell him Akanji is going to shoot this, Pickford was not saving that penalty. Ucheliwe boy.
So coming to this game again, I'm going to see much. You say again.
Are you accepting my analysis of that situation?
No, I'm accepting.
Because I saw the
those same analysis. That's why I need those same analysis. Manj, Man City. Factor. I can mention a couple of Man City players that are there. But shall influence Pep. Hence, need to wear a good way. If they can get in number Pep. We say, Pep, Manje, we here. How do we do this? They can actually do it. They can destroy the Netherlands that you're talking about. In fact, I mentioned Bellingham, Foden. If they're on their best on that day, Pelago simple.
Has Foden been at his best?
He hasn't been at his best.
And why?
Yeah, he's been playing out of position.
Exactly.
The
system.
So that's
the system is confused.
Mm-hmm.
The system is not built for a number 9. The system is not built for a number 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. The system is not built for either player.
Correct.
Look at Netherlands. Netherlands, they start off with a false 9. Memphis Depay. You know why they do that? Because they emphasize defense. They back 5. They emphasize defense. First half, they play with their back 3 in position. When they go forward, Van Dijk stands in the middle, Ake on the left, the Fry on the right. They create width. Then your players there on the right and left create width there. Then you have your midfielders who make sure they dominate whatever space is in the middle. Then you have the front 3 of Gakpo running through the left and Memphis Depay through the middle. Then whoever's playing on this side doubles as a defensive player because he never goes as far as Gakpo goes. Gakpo has the freedom to go in. England on the other side don't create that system. The coach is refusing. So what happens in the second half with Netherlands is that now he's seen, 45 minutes, we've occupied them, 60 minutes, we've occupied them. Now we need a goal. And what does he do when he needs a goal? He puts in Weghorst. Because he knows Weghorst will hold the 2 centre-backs catch. A create space ngapha nangapha. That's why if you look at Netherlands' goals, they always come from this side or this side of Weghorst. If the ball goes high, Weghorst puts it down. And so on. So that's what I'm saying is, if you're saying that England and Netherlands have a mirror, mirror is Weghorst Kane. Memphis Depay is Bellingham. Except that Bellingham is a better player. So it's either Ubencha
so
Kane.
knowledge. Okay.
Yeah, it's either you bench Kane, put Bellingham go first 10, and then play your 2 wide men like this, and then Ubencha Foden. Unfortunately, you understand? My man, hear me out.
Okay.
It's either you bench Foden or Saka. Because then Foden must go to Saka's side. And then someone must come in here. But if you look at the selection that this guy's made, he doesn't have a natural left winger. He doesn't have a Doku. Doesn't have someone who's a Shama Tribul, keep irons about. He doesn't have that player. So now who's he going to play that side? He can move Foden this side. But once he does that, he has to play positional football. That means Mele Adlalu Trenti, so that we can move the ball around, play incisive passes, push the defense all the way into the box. But he's refusing. That's look, right now, England, the system can accommodate both these players. The same way the system won't accommodate Saka and Foden. That's why one of them will excel, the other one will suffer. Understand?
It's do or die. This is where they come to life.
Do you think that he's going to go bench Kane?
Mo, if you go back to the episode, I've told you, man, Kane must be benched.
Yeah, that's what you want. But you think Southgate will bench Kane?
It's about time. It's about time.
But
I think how Southgate trust these boys. Select your 11 and say, boys, go do your thing. Those players, I think they can do the job. If you watch England play, on a couple of occasions, you find Abo Foden out of position.
Yes,
because not understanding. The formula, Southgate. But yet we ask Gusi Medenzin. So man, Southgate your boy and man, semi-finals.
No, but
remember they've never won the EURO. They've never won any international cup. So I think now Mela Vomuta when I'm struggling.
Do you not
let the boys do what they know how to do? Because all these players, these are championship players.
Champions.
These guys, they know silver win. Bellingham, Champions League. Abo Foden. In fact, we know what they're doing in Manchester City. Couple of trophies. You have Walker, you have Abo Stones. So these guys are champion materials. Cole Palmer from Man City to Chelsea. They have that. They have gained low experience lane. I think it's about time now with Southgate admits because my plan hasn't been working.
But he's in the semi-final.
If these semi-finals we're talking about, but we make my penalty.
But think of it this way: regardless of how he got here, on paper this man has reached his objectives. But say top the group, he topped the group. But say qualify for semi-finals, he qualified.
So for them in semi-final, there's no more taking it home.
On paper, he's successful.
On
That's
paper.
What I'm saying to you.
That's why, but I'm saying with England, he potentially corner to go all the way.
So,
but not in this tournament. Maybe the next tournament, the next edition.
But the next tournament, Spain is going to be on fire. Spain will be unstoppable next tournament, guys.
Even now,
so right now, Gavi Ageko, injured. So what happens if Gavi comes back for the World Cup?
But England, more if you look on paper, if you look at the players with England on paper or on the best form, they can match any team.
If they use correctly.
They can match any team. So we agree with that.
So we're both
so
on the
I
same
think,
page.
yeah, England is going to win this game against the Netherlands and go face
Chief,
Spain.
you can't have a long speech about how England is dear Makar and then come back and say they're going to beat Netherlands who's organized. How are you saying
They're going to
this,
beat you, the one who talk about organization of in Netherlands. Me, I'm telling you, with England, they have the players.
I think one thing
I'm saying,
let's
England,
let's
they have
beg
the
to
players.
differ here.
Yeah.
I know. Let's beg to differ here. My thing here is Ronald Koeman, first of all, is a genius for finishing third in that group. For me, he's a genius because he knew that he would top. Because he knew he would top the best, third place finishers. Number two, that thing has set him up to play 90 minutes. Because all of his matches is won in 90 minutes. England, like you said, has struggled through the group stages. They struggled in the knockout phases, and in that struggle, that goal that they scored that got them to the quarterfinals in the first place, the throw-in from Trippier, I'm told, that was against the team that doesn't have the height and the defensive organization that Netherlands has. Young told, there will be no last-ditch goal in this game. If you can score proper in 90 minutes, and we're not talking about these Hollywood goals that Saka and Abo Bellingham have been scoring. That's individual brilliance. We give it to them for that. But all I'm saying is, from my perspective, because I'm going to give my prediction, you give yours. From my perspective, England have played way too many minutes. England have played their best players for too long. And trust me when I say to you, within the first 60 minutes, I'll see at least two players out on injured. At least two. And I'll tell you who's going to be. But I don't want to be that guy.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be that guy.
Okay.
But the way Bellingham has been used, the way Kane has been used, the way Saka has been used, those three players are worrisome. John Stones, the way he's been used also. You can't like, the reason why I say that is because before this prediction, last week I said, teams like Germany, Portugal, and France, with their Musiala, Ronaldo, and Mbappe, that's their Achilles heel. Because the whole game revolves around these guys. Once these guys are out of the game, the team is gone. And two of the three teams I mentioned have been knocked out. Because also Roberto Martinez, you can't play Ronaldo and you can't play Pepe for the amount of minutes you've played them. Imagine Ronaldo at that age of 39 had to play 2 games that went to extra time and still had to play the penalties. How do you expect him to still perform after all those minutes? So do you not think, like, okay, for me, that's what I'm saying. That's what's going to send England home. Not because Netherlands is amazing, but because they've played way too many minutes, they've overused their players, and even the players they want to bring in don't fit into their system. So it's overshire for that reason. There's no synergy, there's no chemistry, and that's why I think they will go home. So let's hear your prediction.
Okay, I'm a prediction more simple. England's going to win. With those players I've told you about, I don't want to be tactical more. Too bad, I don't want to be tactical. With Southgate, my advice to Southgate, pick your 11. Obvious, the 11 that he's been using. Boys, go do your thing. They'll do exactly that. They'll do exactly that. Bellingham is going to score again. Foden is going to score again. England picks up now. As much as I might sound like I'm praising England, I'm saying England on the day is going to be better than Netherlands. They want to beat Netherlands and meet Spain in the final. It's unfortunate they won't be better than Spain in the final. And we'll be back again next week. And I'll be telling you, if you look...
Next week, yeah, on Thursday. This final is playing this weekend.
Oh, is this weekend?
Yeah, they're playing tomorrow.
How much? Spain is already taken this weekend.
Yeah, they're playing tomorrow.
No, final.
14th of July. It's Sunday.
We are okay.
Do you not understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like they played 120 minutes
so there's nothing
just
to
on
lose.
Friday.
So there's nothing to lose.
No, what I'm saying to
nothing
you
to lose.
is that
What
I'm saying to you is that they played 120 minutes on Friday.
More forget about back to in fact it's top 4 guys. We played 2 games in one day.
This guy thinks this thing is top 4 as a guys.
It is it's bad.
No, this is not it is. It's football.
It is.
It's football. There's a difference, bro.
Oh, so there's football. There's it is.
Football. There's it is.
That's why your football players can't play 2 games in a day.
Guys, let's be honest. Yeah. Even in South Africa,
let's forget.
Even in South Africa, there's PSL, Konitis, Kasi games. There's PSL and Kasi games. It's not the same.
If we're gonna talk about, look at a team like if man must follow PSL, team like Abo Sundowns, they're able to play in this congested schedules. They manage perfectly fine. But against teams who are resting.
What you're doing is saying Mambas ne Sundowns. It's not the same day. Mambas can play 4 games in one day.
No,
Mambas can play 4 games in one day.
The 90 minutes or extra time if needs be are going to determine who was wrong, if it's me or you. England is going to beat the Netherlands.
Okay, it's fine, Chief.
England is going to beat. We'll talk again.
No, it's fine.
This weekend,
yeah, I'm not
we'll talk again.
You'll find me behind this very desk.
When Spain is playing England in the final.
Yeah.
And then you're going to say, I'm lucky. And then Spain beats England in the final. Then you're going to say, you're lucky again. Australia, Netherlands is on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, see vale.
Portugal,
Portugal, see vale mo.
Germany, iphumile. Switzerland,
so mawuthini uvuka manje mo. Wena uzovuka manje. Khani uzoyinemba lento le. Uzovuka no.
Boying inzima boy.
Ngiyala mina ngihamba from start mo.
Unganyathi intwana yakho.
Asiye mo. Sunday it is. But kusasa, we know what's happening. In fact, like kusasa.
Tuesday. Kusasa Tuesday bayadlala.
Spain. Shy France. England. Shy Netherlands. We go to the final.
Yeah.
Uzobona we.
All right. So clearly, Mbonisi and my Baba are on the same page. My Baba keeps saying, Mo, you don't know. You see, there's a Spain. Knockout night. Knock it out. They'll knock it out. So it's fine. Let's wait and see. If you have your prediction for the final, please go into the comment section. Be like Utisha Wetiski and say it with your chest. And then share this video to your friends and tell them also to say it with their chest in the comment section. Let's see who's right. Let's see who's wrong. I'm going with the Netherlands. He's going with
Spain.
That's the right way to go. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Disky Preview Show. We'll be back again this week to cover the final that's coming up on the weekend, and we'll see who's right and who's wrong. And also, just so I put you on the same page as everyone, I made a bet against the CEO also, and he's also backing Spain. I've backed Netherlands, so it's not just you. Even the CEO is saying Spain.
CEO, you know football. you know football. I like more. Most hopeful. You listen too much for motivation. Tina slalele motivation, babos. Watching the real thing.
Okay.
Real thing. It's not over, more. As Funabo, it's not over.
All right, sharp.